since I can remember. I was born in '77, so you got to figure since I was able to watch sports. So of course,
Mm.
being a little kid, my pops had me and my brothers and everything: baseball, football, basketball. Well, not basketball at first, but baseball and football. And once I touched the basketball, it was a wrap. I ain't want to do nothing else. Like literally all day. That's all we did. So probably since I was between the probably ages of 7 and 10, when I was able to watch sports on TV with Magic and Bird and them dudes, it was a wrap. I fell in love with it and been like that ever since.
You play ball? I mean, like, not
Yeah,
organized.
yeah, yeah. So yeah. So I played junior high school. I went to the computer school down there on I'm from Harlem, but my school was on 70th and Columbus. So I played junior high school ball. Then I went to high school. Of course, I was a knucklehead in high school, so I was going through different high schools, and I wound up going to an alternative high school, University Heights, which the high school is on Bronx Community College campus.
Mm.
So I played high school ball there. My junior, my senior, I ain't gonna lie, I was killing too. I ain't gonna lie, I probably averaged like word. I probably averaged like 25. Word, I was alright. Like, and I never took it serious. So we used to practice, and the Bronx Community College coaches used to see a player. So them and uh City College offered me a partial scholarship, but I didn't take it. I went to SUNY Purchase for a year, and I ain't even play ball, man. I just knucklehead. Yeah, man, dumb. Being young, thinking I know what's right, things like that. But yeah, so I actually played a little bit. Never was good enough to make the NBA and then crazy like that. But like I said, love the game, love the game. And ever since I can remember, like I said, I was the kid between the age of 13 and 16, walking the rucker with the older dudes. So like my history, we go back to that, to where
Mm.
like I've seen dudes like God bless his dad, Lee Green, Red Autry, who played for Syracuse. Remember, I was a little kid seeing these dudes at Rutgers, so I go that far back. Master Rob and these type dudes. So my love for the game is crazy. It's crazy.
And that's from the bottom, from the street level to the even the not the AAUs. Back then, it wasn't AAU in the '90s and even the '80s. So
Nah.
anytime this basketball circle, like I heard, like shout out to Ryan when we get together, we're gonna
Yeah,
link
yeah,
up back
yeah.
on.
Yes, sir.
His brother Rob, they all would just and head. Oh my god, when we Sonia's crib was like a different level of education for me in basketball because I thought I knew I could argue. I mean, I couldn't. I was not nice. I thought I was Iverson. I was more like a bum Rick
Right.
Fox, half his height. But just watching the game, I remember just I think I commented towards you. Like, Raw broke my game down like playing NBA 2K. Like, oh, I see what you're doing. You're just holding the ball the entire for the 24-second shot clock, and just the way he broke it down, I'm like, okay. Then I realized he played ball, and it's a different level of respect from on the court, the experience to just the fan.
Yeah.
You got to respect both sides. Like Kenya Moore got a really good interview on Colin Cowherd where he's breaking that down. Like, yo, I'm not knocking analytics, but they got to be a marriage of the two. Everyone studies
Right.
statistics, but you got to play ball. So when you guys start mentioning names, sometimes I go, I don't know who that is, but I know to respect them. Like even
Yeah.
Jamal Mashburn he's from Uptown. I knew he
Yeah.
was
Monster
good,
Mash.
Monster Mash. I knew he was good, but the way you guys talk about him is like, no, 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 no. He has a post. He's
Yeah.
unstoppable. I'm like, okay. Then you watch him, and then I learn. But so you stopped there? There wasn't anything to go to after that? Like I said, the basketball circuit is different. Before AAU, you got Gauchos, you
Well,
got a whole bunch of stuff.
yeah, yeah. Well, back then when I was playing, like you said, you had Gauchos, you had Boys Harbor. Back then, remember PAL was big. You had Minnesink. So remember, we was young, running. You know what's crazy? It might have been AAU, but it wasn't called that. I don't
Mm.
remember what it was called because I remember being young. Like I started with Reese Pit Bulls. Anybody from Harlem that was young, they know Reese Pit Bulls. He was a guy that had his own team, but we went everywhere. We went upstate. We went everywhere to play ball. I remember playing in Lincoln Projects. Right, make you laugh. We was young. The 3-pointer was so far they made them 4-pointers. That's
Damn.
how far the 3-pointer was in Lincoln Project over there on Fifth Avenue. So it was an AAU, but it wasn't called that. And that's how a lot of us from Harlem, majority of people in Harlem, my age, that's how we all got to know each other from playing basketball. Like literally that, it was life. Like you'll wake up 8, 9 in the morning and you could be fresh to death with Tim's on. Next thing you know, you shooting around BSing. Next thing you know, you playing 21. Next thing you know, you playing a hard 4-on-4 with construction Tim's on in jeans. Talking smack, going crazy. Next you know, it's 8, 9 o'clock at night. You been doing that all day. And we literally did that for their whole lives.
And that became like a fraternity. Like my man, my man Overby, Corn. Shout out to Corn. He's from uptown. You guys gotta know each other if you ran together. And he's
I know about face.
Yeah. I'll send you his link. But again, it's every story is the same. They know this guy from over here, and it's special because, like you said, you look back and you go, "Damn, we should have done something with that." So you look back at the kids now. Anytime, I'm pretty sure now you see kids who are good, and you stop them and talk to them because it's like you need to take advantage of this. You might not make it to the NBA, but you could be a coach. You can get money from this. You can make a livelihood from this.
Look, you know what's crazy? I was telling a young kid this the other day, and I was like, "Yo, back then we didn't have no knowledge of what we could be. Remember, in my era, we admired the hustling dudes. I know it's cliche and that's what everybody say, but it's the honest truth. So it's like, it's like the people that you're around every day that you see, if they not putting you on game, you don't know no better. But it's like I tell these young dudes now with the internet and with people like us that's willing to give information, because information is free. Yo, if you don't make it to the NBA, you have overseas. If you can't make it overseas, you stay in that world and you network. You can be a coach. I remember you could go to referee school. This is if you really love the game and want to really be around the game. You can be a commentator. You can be a sportscaster. So it's that world has so many levels that it's ridiculous. Like I never thought, I love the game so much to where, imagine you could be a referee right now, refereeing the NBA championship. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's so. I tell these young dudes, if you don't make it, don't give up. It's so many avenues that it's nonstop. It's forever. It's forever.